Hello everyone, welcome to chapter 10 part B, and I want to start off by talking about the bats at the start of this chapter. Just kill them as you do normally after the worm fight, chain essence, use the nunchucks, and wait till they dissolve so you get a blue, or 2 yellows, make sure you can chain a UT. Now for this fight right here, as long as you can kill one guy at the start, you should easily be able to just, charge UTs at that spot right there, and I got unlucky with that guy actually, getting up there, but normally, it's a pretty safe way to just stay up here and get 5 UTs without any of them, getting up there to mess you up. And make sure you get that great devil elixir as well. Now for these wasps, I had a weird happening on this fight once. I did this fight on a mock run. I only got 5 enemies here, and you should get 12. And I've no idea why I only got 5, but obviously, if that happens, you're going to have to reset, because you can get 5 UTs if there's 12 of them. And you obviously want to get that, because not only do you miss out on 7,000 kills, you're going to miss out on 3 UTs, which is 15,000 points. And again, for the last one, use what you can to guarantee your points. That's the reason why I swapped to the Debilero, because it's got a lot more range than the Warhammer. And then just go and get the blue tablet and save at the point, where you get the insect key. That's pretty much where I'll save all the time in this chapter from here on. And this fight right here is also, its time limit is pretty short, which is why I opted for the Gleaming Blade. I tried it a few different ways with the Warhammer and the Debilero, and the main problem with them is it just killed too many enemies. And, I'd very rarely get it, it only killed one. And again, just use your knowledge of what you can do with the combat to get 4 UTs here. Smoke bombs is what I really used to in that encounter, because where the space you got to fight in is really short. Now for the pillbugs, you got can't remember their real name, but everyone just calls them the pillbugs. But it's just a chain essence from the rat, and it's basically just a case of chaining UTs, and you want to kill. Ideally you'd want to kill 2 with every UT, so you can get 15 UTs, but that just never happens. And if you ever kill more than 1 with more than 2 with a UT, make sure you absorb, the other essence. Because essence is, even with all the kills you're going to be farming, essence is still pretty tight in this chapter. It's a pretty harsh limit to me. So, if you ever kill more than 2, make sure you absorb the excess essence. Now, some people throw shurikens between on-landing UTs, to stun them. But with the amount of time that takes, it can actually cost you points. And, if you do it too much, you'll waste too much time and you won't be able to get the UTs that you need. And again, just after this fight, just go back and save. Now, I did this challenge first, because I had a few goes at the Pillbug challenge, and, it just wasn't going my way, so I thought I'd try this fight first. And again, just chain essence from the rat. And this fight, I actually thought I'd found a really good strategy for this. If you stay in this little, alleyway at the start, sometimes you can get it where you'll get 1 imp just comes down, they'll come down 1 at a time, all the time. You can just get loads and loads of single UTs. But I tried that on a mock run, and I got over 240,000 out of this fight, and that just never happened again. Every single time I tried it after that, either 2 had come down, or 4, and I just killed far too many, far too quickly, and I just wouldn't get the UTs. And even after this, this run is just not good enough. It's purely because of how long this was taking me to get it flawless. I settled for this run. And as you can see, if you get lucky, you can just get 1 at a time. And there's really no way to trigger it at all. It's just luck of the draw. If it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, there's just nothing you can do about it. And anyway, the Fiend challenges are a good opportunity to where I wanted to talk about some, just key techniques in a karma, and I made a topic over on Iberians about what people wanted to, know about in a karma. And as you can see, you can get real unlucky, and they can just not come down at all. But anyway, the main thing first thing I wanted to talk about was smoke bombs. Now, as you know, a lot of people say they're useless, and they've got, apart from a karma run, they don't serve any purpose. But that's just total crap. The smoke bombs are just really, really good. They're really implemented well into the game. And if you've got any enemy that's immune to a first hit of an attack, like a Masakado or the black soldier military guys, if you drop a smoke bomb it will actually, you know, eliminate their stun in Unity, and like the first hit will hit them. So you know, you don't need to stun them to get any Zuna drops started, and you know, things like that. And it's a really useful thing, even in just pure combat. You know, they're really useful, and as you can see on a Karma run, you know, that, well, it speaks for itself. Really. But I want to talk about also enemies they work on. Obviously, you know, the man-sized enemies are, you know, the most common they work on, because, you know, they've got the, you know, smallest field around Ryu, and they really work well on them. But like some of the larger enemies, like ogres and crab fiends, and like I think the galas they're called officially. I've just always called them dinosaur fiends. But you know, with them they work sometimes, but the main reason you want to use them on them is like drop a smoke bomb and then jump afterwards, so you've got a lot more space between you and the enemy. Because as I said, you know, their attacks have got a lot more range, and you know, they can mess you up a lot easier. Whereas, you know, with smaller enemies, you don't really need to, so you can just drop a smoke bomb and then charge, you know, a single UT. But as always, you know, there's exceptions to the rule. The white commando guys, I find, you know, like doing that, you know, like dropping a smoke bomb and then jumping, I find that doesn't really work a whole lot on them, because they come through it, you know, because they're like really aggressive and they just come through the smoke bomb. So with them, you know, it's a good idea to just drop a smoke bomb and then just instantly charge, or just, you know, forward wire them to UT. And you know, the more you play the game for Karma, you know, you'll just get to know an understanding of when to use a smoke bomb over forward Y or wind pathing, or, you know, anything like that can, like I said, you can get you an ET to a UT. And another thing I want to talk about that was brought up is the time limits in Ninja Dog. As you know, you've got a lot more enemies to farm. Like in this chapter, I've got 48 enemies to farm in total at the end of the chapter, and that might seem like a lot, but with the area you actually get to farm your enemies, you actually, you know, rack up kills really quick. And this brings me back to what I was saying in chapter 6 about mock runs, and they're another reason why I do them, is because of the time limits. You know, if you just do a chapter, you know, all out and don't really worry about your time, you know, odds are you are going to be over on time, or, you know, fail on kills when you just do that. With a mock run, you know, as I said before, you know, it really lets you plan out exactly what you want to do. And then, like this chapter from here on, after the double worms, that's when I did my mock run and did everything how I wanted to do it, you know, saving where I wanted to, you know, farming the kills where I wanted to. And, you know, because of doing that, I know that I had enough time to do it, and, you know, I didn't need to worry about failing time or anything like that. You know, it just gives you peace of mind, and on a Karma run, wherever you can get that, you know, you obviously want to get it, because otherwise that leads to a lot of frustration. Now, in that fight, I obviously could have got another UT at the end, but again, you know, I go back and improve it slightly, and I think I'll be about another 20k. And this fight right here, just chain essence again from the bats. And the reason I start out with the Debilero is because you'll always get one that's close enough, and then I just swap over to the Dragon Sword. And here again, you know, is an advantage of knowing when to use smoke bombs instead of forward wire, because smoke bombs stun your enemy. You know, and you haven't got a whole lot of time in this fight. You want the enemies to come at you, you know, pretty much non-stop. And there again, you know, as I know he was coming at me, I know to just smoke bomb and charge again, so he's right there, and I don't have to worry about him not doing it. And again there, if I had a smoke bomb to jump charge, you know, they could have like been too far away, and I wouldn't have got my UTs in the time. And again, as there's only one left, you know, you can control that easily and just forward line to UT. And then just go and save, and this is where I go back and go in the Peristyle Passage Challenge and farm 48 enemies. And the Pazu speed kill is pretty much what I always do on him. Just opening Blade of Vitae to get him onto his knees, and then light up the fires to cancel the recovery frames, and then just finish off with Blade of Vitae in his head. And it should, as you can see, it kills with one Ninja Dog and gets you a really good kill bonus. And I actually did really well in this chapter. I got over 2.1 million points, which might not sound like a whole lot, but in Ninja Dog, you know, that is quite a lot to get from this chapter. And I'm probably going to take a little break at the moment before I do chapter 11, so it might be a while before that video. And the final time is 33 minutes, and the total kills is 241. As you can see, I only just made it. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in chapter 11.